Digital acceleration is here. Health systems are walking the path, but are they in the right direction? Welcome to Patient Journey Pioneers, roadmaps from the top digital leaders in healthcare, who share insights and strategies that are pushing the patient journey to new heights. This podcast is brought to you by Hyro, and I'm your host, Liat Kozuch. And I want to welcome everyone to a very special Pre-ViVE episode of Patient Journey Pioneers. This is part one of a three-part mini-series covering every aspect of one of the most important digital events of the year. If you're not already subscribed to our podcast, make sure you do so now so you don't miss out on exclusive ViVE 2023 content. Today, our Patient Journey Pioneer is Michael Archuleta, award-winning CIO at Mount Van Rafael Hospitals and Clinics, and a ViVE 2023 keynote speaker. Mike, thanks for hopping on the pod. Are you getting excited for Nashville?
Absolutely. It's definitely been a while since I've been out in Nashville. I'm excited about the venue. It's a phenomenal group of individuals. They've done a phenomenal job with the ViVE events, and really just honored to be part of this innovative group of just professionals just truly making a difference in healthcare.
And Michael, on Monday, day 2 of ViVE, you're speaking alongside Tressa Springwin, who was actually on this pod a few weeks ago, and some other digital health leaders. And the session's name is Building the Digital Transformation Plane While Flying, which I love. So tell us a bit about the session, main takeaways. What do you hope that they kind of walk out with after your session?
Yeah, absolutely. The main focus here is digitalization. I always state that hospitals and clinics are digital companies that deliver healthcare services. We are truly living in the digital age. We've seen, the massive just boom of digitalization within our industry itself. Because when we look at healthcare as a whole, we've seen, unfortunately, that this industry has been a very antiquated industry. It has been behind the curve when it comes to technology advancements, when it comes to the acceleration of true transformation within the actual industry itself. But then COVID-19 hits, and then we see digitalization basically brings for efficiency, more of an effective way of providing better patient care. And one critical component that I want to really incorporate is I'm really looking at changing the overall aspect of what IT really means, what technology means. With organizations, technology and IT have always been considered a cost center versus a strategic revenue contributor. And I think that is so critical and so important because the thing is organizations have to start incorporating IT and incorporating it as a core component to their overall organizational strategy. Because in the end, if we do not continue to build strong digital asynchronous tools that benefit our patients both inside and outside of our organization, we will not be successful. And the thing is this isn't just a business makeover. But this is truly a business revolution that we have to continue to accelerate digitalization within our industry itself. Because as I stated, hospitals and clinics are digital companies that deliver healthcare services. We're truly living in the digital age of healthcare. We have to start acting as a digital company moving forward. And that's where, I'm really passionate about coming in and talking about some of the initiatives that we've done as an organization. How we've incorporated the importance of technology, how we've gone away from that brick and mortar theology of how healthcare has been built. That needs to be gone. In the end, too, I always say, hey, it's time for the Flintstones to come meet the Jetsons because we are here. And that's the bottom line. We are here. We want to continue to move forward. Because honestly, when I look at this industry as a whole, one of the most antiquated industries out there. And that's a truthful fact. We are behind the curve when it comes to technology advancements. Look at the finance industry. Look at the oil and gas industry. Look at the utilities industry. They are more advanced when it comes to technology acceleration than the healthcare industry. But we are doing the most important thing, and that is saving people's lives. That is basically, making sure that we're dealing with enhanced patient care. But we are behind the curve when it comes to the acceleration of digital transformation. That is a true disservice that we're basically doing. But again, we should be leading the pack when it comes to innovation when it comes to the acceleration of digital transformation. And that's really a huge thing of what I'm really excited about with ViVE, because we're seeing all of these amazing new initiatives, finally incorporating, open source applications, finally incorporating strong, innovative ways that allow us to enhance better patient care initiatives, better ways to continue to really refocus on the importance of what technology is to an organization, and really refocus on our complete overall strategy. And that's really an awesome thing. And there's some amazing discussions around digitalization. There's some amazing discussions around culture. There's some amazing discussions around cybersecurity, which I'm very passionate about. And I'm really excited to be part of this overall initiative, and especially some amazing groups like yourself, utilizing, chatbots, artificial intelligence. These are new ways of improving our overall outcomes. But we really need to embrace these specific new initiatives to really create better outcomes. Because as I stated, the brick and mortar theology of healthcare is gone. This is truly the digital age moving forward.
Why is it so hard then for healthcare to, keep up with other industries that are really moving fast and innovating fast? I mean, there's protocol in place that other industries don't have. As you mentioned, we're saving lives, so we have to be a bit more sensitive when it comes to implementing technology and staying on protocol and privacy. But we are seeing these barriers fall, right? So COVID accelerated the need. What else do you think is standing in the way of healthcare these days?
What I really see is that, again, the healthcare industry, unfortunately, is one of the most antiquated industries. There's a lot of legacy processes in place. We've seen the rise of the electronic medical record system. The only problem is, though, is that a lot of these EHRs had a lot of proprietary software. So they did not want to play with third-party applications. You had to become certified business partner to their overall group in order to basically integrate into their specific platform. So those were really issues that they really had was, they were trying to keep everything so siloed and not really kind of share information, which now we're seeing, open source finally coming in. These specific EHR vendors are finally realizing that, yes, we need some of the big tech data initiatives, and we really need to incorporate more on some of these open source applications that are really going to create better efficiencies, because they've done it for such a long time. They know efficiency. They know how to basically accelerate transformation on a technology standpoint. So we need to embrace those specific items. And also, too, there's also been, just this, we've heard this buzzword for such a long time, interoperability. What is truly interoperable? And I think that's really been a really slow pace, really designing a specific way of truly being interoperable, truly sharing information efficiently, effectively from one system to another. We started seeing very old language standards like HL7, ADT. I'm truly excited for the future of what's really happening. And we're starting to embrace in this overall, digital culture, because we've seen what COVID-19 did. Having employees work from home and making sure that they are safe and secure on a connectivity standpoint, there was a lot of issues in regards to this. So then the refocus of how technology and how digitalization really improved outcomes was like, hey, the light bulb came on. And we were like, wow, this is an important aspect. This is a critical aspect. Because I've always been an overall, just an advocate digitalization and IT really being incorporated as a main core component to the overall organizational strategy, because as I stated, it's always been seen as that cost center. It's a cost center versus that strategic revenue contributor. And that's where we have to change our overall mindsets. And you figure too, when we look at this overall culture of healthcare, IT has always acted as a ticket taker versus a true value maker. And that's one critical component too, is how are we becoming a value maker with the utilization of technology? Next generation CIOs really taking it to the next level towards our organization, because healthcare isn't getting easier, it's getting more complex, it's getting more advanced. There's a lot more threats, risks associated. There's a lot more compliancy initiatives coming in. Look at different open source applications that really enhance better efficiencies within their organization. These are really important aspects. But again, my way of thinking is a little bit different, and we've had some good successful rates in regards to what we do, but we really truly need to accelerate digital transformation and continue to incorporate technology as a core component, and we're more to be successful moving forward and really try to break down on some of those barriers.
I love your reframe of healthcare systems being a digital organization delivering care. The interoperability thing, I think we're seeing that at many events coming up. There's like a whole showcase of booths around that topic. So at these events, it's like a way for us to gather our minds into this new era of digitalization in healthcare. So back to your session, I'm definitely planning on attending. I'm leaving our booth for an hour just to see you guys. What are some things you'll be discussing in that session?
Absolutely. So I will be discussing the overall digitalization roadmap of creating true, efficient, and effective organizations, and really remodeling the focus of what IT is. As I stated, we are no longer just those ticket takers. We have to create true value of what this department is, the importance of technology, and to really move forward to shine this organization. Because as I stated, hospitals, clinics are digital companies that deliver healthcare services. We're living in the digital age of healthcare, so we have to start acting as a digital company moving forward. So really excited for the discussion, and I'm excited that you're going to be there as well.
What do you think will be the biggest trends that we'll see at ViVE this year, besides, some of the factors we discussed already?
There's going to be a big discussion around cybersecurity. As an industry, we've gone from the top 10 now to the top 6 most attacked industries out there. Cybersecurity is a major concern because cybersecurity isn't just about data. It's also a matter of life and death. Cybersecurity companies that are really focusing on IoT initiatives, which is extremely important, because if you look at the IoT initiatives, especially on a medical device standpoint, 83% of FDA mandated organizations that basically create medical devices have admitted that they have a cybersecurity problem. This is definitely a major problem and a major concern. And we're going to start seeing this overall trend on how do we continue to incorporate more efficient and effective ways of utilizing cybersecurity outcomes. I mean, there's a new buzzword out there too, is the zero trust model. How are we incorporating a good zero trust model within our organization that really focuses on identities, focuses on data integrity, focus on, encryption initiatives, looking at the complete infrastructure. This is really some amazing things. And then, of course, we're going to have some great discussions around artificial intelligence, predictive analytics, chatbot initiatives, which we see a lot of benefits in regards to that, really creating better efficiencies, creating more ways for automation standards. I think is really going to be another item that we look at too. Automation is really important because we've seen that we are doing more with less. So how do we utilize a technology to create more efficient automation points? So some amazing items that are happening at ViVE, and I'm really excited to be there and honored to be part of this overall broadcast again too. And it's honored to be part of the ViVE family. So it's going to be fun.
It will be so much fun, and we can't wait. When I have you back here before ViVE 2024, what are 2 trends you expect us to be discussing in a year from now then?
In a year from now, as I stated, I think one of the biggest trends is really going to focus on artificial intelligence and automation initiatives. I mean, look at what ChatGPT is really doing. I mean, it's kind of like just revolutionizing, just the complete, language modeling. And it's like, how are these other organizations incorporating or having that third-party integration with that to create better efficiency? There's a lot of ideas that we could really come out with, and the AI initiative is fascinating.
For sure. We'll definitely have you back. Well, Michael, thank you so much for joining us for this special pre-ViVE episode on Patient Journey Pioneers. I can't wait to see you there in person. I know the HiRo team is waiting to see you as well. And for any listeners headed to the event in just a few weeks, I'd love to see you there too. I'll leave a link in show notes to book a quick chat. And Michael, we'll all see you there. We're excited. Thanks so much. Thank you for listening to Patient Journey Pioneers, brought to you by HiRo. subscribe to our podcast on your favorite listening platform. See you on our next episode.